А, ми закінчили цей квест з ромами. Я хотів далі трохи по сюжету піти. Є одна проблема з цими сайт-квестами, що все ж таки там нормально треба бігати в відстані. Тут багато повідкривалося, чи там навчу капець хаїм. Вежицький ставок, до речі, що це? Місце для купання. Хіба там був? Мабуть, був. Так, що у нас? Що у нас залишилось? В завданнях. Зниклих наймитів. Щось я не зробив тоді квест цей. Тепер не дуже розумію. Не дуже розумію, що треба зробити тут. Воно не пише навіть куди. Воно не пише взагалі навіть куди. Це тут було в Тахові, по-моєму. Це за людина.
God be with you, Goodman. I see you're a fellow traveller. Want to warm your bones a bit?
God be with you. Where are you from? And where are you headed?
We're going where hard-working stonemasons get paid for a job well done, of course.
I should think business is brisk for you right now, isn't it?
Indeed it is. We're on our way to Colleen right now. What with the lords picking on each other again, the aldermen are worried that if Sigismund so much as farts, their shitty walls will be blown away.
Oh, all right. I see at least some are profiting from this war.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm talking about the fear. Only yesterday we got jumped on the way, but the stupid bastards didn't know who they were up against.
You were ambushed by bandits?
Aye, but I'm telling you, they were just a bunch of thugs. Too bad about my bag, though.
Oh.
I had a nice shirt from my old woman in it. But what the hell? What's done is done.
Be glad they didn't catch you knee-deep and bare-assed in a pond. Now that's a story I could tell.
Да, це жива історія.
What's your name? I'm Henry, and I'm in my lord's service.
What a coincidence. We had a Henry who
But that's-
used to work
I
with
mean,
us too.
Indrik,
But at the
I
church
mean,
in Brown
Indra.
now, a stone block fell on him. He died
Я
on the
трохи не
spot.
розумію, як вони це перекладали.
By the way, I'm Cuba. But they call me Ball Man.
ball, man. You must have lost a lot of weight then. Or maybe you're a good dancer?
Wrong on both counts, lad. I used to dress stone as shot for catapult, see? Did it so long I could hardly cut a right angle after.
I better be off. I bid you safe travels.
Sure.
Квест я не дуже
Good
хочу
luck, my
брати.
friend.
That's the way, it's bloody well done.
Bloody way. Bloody well done. Капличка. Прикольно. Це такий лендмарк. Але прям навіть показали, що його. Воно навіть є на цьому. На карті. Але воно ніяк не юзається. До речі, ще прикольна стилізація. Отак показана карта, типу. Ти починаєш наближати, і оцей от перехід. Значить, що нова картинка просто намальована. Типу, дуже прикольна стилізація, вон, гляньте. Їжачок, яблуки збирають. Тупо як малюнок. Тахов. Вроді дуже прикольно зроблено. Те ж саме тросковці. Тросковіць. Теж замок. Кльово.
You're getting married tomorrow.
Kiss my ass. Another round.
I'm putting this nicely, since you're practically my brother now. Go home, or we'll drag you there.
Laying a hand on family. Shame on you.
Leave now, before I make you.
Look here, you bitch. I
Така
was born
сварка.
when you two were still playing with
Урвисько.
hobby horses.
Oh, yeah? Come on.
What's going on here?
These two fuckers turfed me out of the tavern.
Who are you calling a fucker, you drunkard?
It's always the same with that fella. He drinks one too many, makes a racket, and starts looking for a fight.
Let the guards give him what for?
Да, зовіть
It's not
мінтів.
your problem, is it?
Aye. Only he's supposed to be marrying my sister in the morning.
Pissed as a newt.
Fuck you. You're just pissed off that they didn't give her to you.
Shut up.
Blah. I'm in the right. You're in the shit, and with not a groschen to your name.
You're getting married tomorrow in this state? Whatever will the wench think of you?
I'm getting married, even if they have to carry me to the altar.
Poor girl. This sack of shit will be no good for her.
Calm down. Don't forget he's going to be my relative come tomorrow.
What? No good for her? She says she wants a horse. I'll get her a whole stable of them. She says she fancies an apple. I'll buy her an orchard. And when she wants children, then...
Then she'll come to me, because you'll be lying in a drunkard stupor under the table.
Oh, yeah? Come on, then.
Leave the groom alone. He got the girl, so he can celebrate how he likes.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, you might be marrying my sister, but you need to learn some manners. You won't carry on like that.
And you keep your nose out of it.
Take the fellow with a face like a pig's ass. I've got your back.
What?
2 against 2, then? Fine by us.
Fuck you, Horson.
You want to try me?
Go fuck yourself.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Help me with him.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hey! Come and help me with this bastard!
Nice hit!
Good!
Не те, щоб я хотів драку стрівати.
We'll finish this quick.
Nice hit!
You silly doggy.
Бля, ну ладно. Ура. Навіть левелап отримав це. Наваляв. Можна прокачати. Буквально втрачає на 20 менше витривайся, щит зброї зношується на своєму буквально на 20% повільніше. Непогано, мені здається, бо все дуже щось швидко зношується зі зброї. Так, взагалі те, що сюди
What's wrong?
Hey, wake up!
Дивись, на мене не наведуть.
I apologize.
Окей, так.
What are you here for, friend? I need something.
Трохи поремонтуватися. Поки я тут.
God be with you.
О, а скільки вона коштує? Хіра собі. Так, ладно. Де можна стан подивитися оцей. Блін, як дорого ремонтуватися, піпець.
Thank you kindly. And what do you want here? Why'd you barge?
Ну він періодично на
Would you-
мене цей. Кричить. Не розумію.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to...
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Truskovitz, and then to the south. but I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Samin.
Those two
Can't tell. I don't think they...
were they sus...
No, they...
What was the...
Bugger. There was some... And some... There's a good...
Окей, десь.
Have you any idea which...
There's a... But I...
All right.
Time's waste.
М, Мені десь треба пішки пробігтися сюди. Шукати біля дороги. Пав'яний сад. Мені ще подобається, як коні тут гівно на дороги залишають.
Here, Mutt.
Правильно робив, правильно, здається. Сюди. Так, звісно, дрібіжу як жестянка. Цей хваток, блін, ну дуже дорого коштує. Що це таке? А тупо починив одну шмотку за 300 з цих злотих. Новий запис у кодексі язичництво. Це язичницькі традиції зберігалися на чеських землях навіть після прийняття християнства, переважно у формі народних звичаїв і традицій. Вони включали в себе елементи кельтської, германської та слов'янської культури, різні впливи змішувалися та з часом усе більше пристосовувалися до християнства. Деякі звичаї збереглися в своєму первісному вигляді, як, наприклад, народні забобони та вірші, інші повністю зникли під тиском християнської церкви. Язичництво на слов'янських землях зберіглося в мотивах коштовності, оздоблених речей, народній медицині у формах святкування. Зимова тринця сонцестояння, Масляна, Великдень, Вальпургієва ніч, Івана Купала, День усіх святих, Різдвяний піст, Різдво. Усі вони відзеркалюють язичницькі звичаї, але отримали нові назви, а їхнє значення було пристосовано до християнства.
Old gods. Wonder what their names were.
Прикол, вон залишали там чарочку, хліб теж, мідуху, віночки. Сподіваюся, тут не зря оце все пішки всю дорогу біжу. Так, це ми добігли майже до цього. Треба буде направо повернути. До речі, щось з возом сталося біля села прям. Коровки пасуться. Сторона Сімена.
God grant you health.
Наймет. О, бронілиці. Це хто такий?
Hans! Hans! It's me!
А, це знову це
You still owe
торговець.
me for the stuff from Germany.
Look, friend, you have me confused.
If you're broke, just say so.
You're Joachim, aren't you? We've met before.
I knew it, see? You do remember.
But my name's not Hans. It's Henry.
Why play around like this when we know each other so well?
Дивний чувак.
For the last time, I am not Hans!
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You're the spitting image of him. You really are.
Well, I'll be sure to be extra careful from now on.
How much does this Hans owe you?
I gave him some of my wares to take. Nothing fancy, just a few trinkets. Said he'd sell them at twice the price. I'd give him half the proceeds from the trip. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing.
Show me
Не
what
можу
just
тобі відшкодувати, бо в мене грошей немає. Навіть продати нема чого. Все можна продати, хоча ніхрена не коштує 6 штук. До речі, бараніння цієї хана. Дощовому червяку цьому хана. Цікаво, як рибу ловити, до речі, я так і не розібрався. Яблуко цьому хана, треба було його засушити, мабуть. По-хорошому. Це все одно скоро зіпсується теж. Треба було засушити. Ладно, не вистачило грошей навіть з ним. Ну, то табір, ну люди вже пішли в нього. Так, ну десь сюди треба йти, не? Я, до речі, на максималках взагалі граю. Да, ультра. Це ультра. Тупо на максималках. Я на 70 FPS. Абсолютно іграбельно. Добре тягне. Добре оптимізували, молодці. Це за избушка посеред ніхуя. Песик.
Why the fuck is that sheep lying there? It's starting to smell. And it's all torn up.
Мужик.
Blessed evening to you.
Пастух.
Why do you have a dead sheep lying here?
It was those fucking wolves. They mauled it. And it was in lamb on top of that.
I was wondering why it's all torn up.
But I'll put an end to it. I got myself some poison. I'm gonna rub it all over the sheep and then leave it somewhere in the woods. That ought to make them lose appetite for my sheep.
Good thing I already found Mutt,
What, Mutt?
my dog. He ran away, but I already found him.
Then you should keep an eye on him so he doesn't eat something he's not supposed to. Take care. Have a good evening.
Так, куди далі? Наліво. Направо, вірніше. Ось мені здається, нічого не знайду прямо на дорозі, і виявиться, що в сім'ї хтось знає про це все. Зря бігав пішки. Кабанчики. Мені здається, ціни на всілякі хутро, це все трохи занизькуваті. Чи я не знаю, кому правильно продавати. Але якось багато не заробиш на цьому, а мало би воно нормальні гроші коштувати. Зазвичай. Так, воно. Це не воно? Ні, це просто якийсь плуг.
Up, up.
Nice horses you have there. Think they can carry one more?
Ha! These nags? Sure they can. Hop on.
Замок.
Giddy up.
Прикол. Але повільненько йдемо. Пішки ще дойду.
The journey passed by nicely. Thanks.
Don't mention it. See you again.
Але прикольно. Так, ну щось я ніхіра не знайшов. Вже успіхом ми би по стравам сюди прийти. О, можна в річки помитися. Можна навіть одяг випрати. Без мила нічого не випереш, треба мило. Щоб прати одяг. Нічний вартовий. Це якийсь базар. Є якийсь постоялий двір. Це вже зачинено. На ніч. О, немає ніякого постоялого двора?
I'm sorry?
Калійник, чорник. Бля. Та прям треба сюди йти, ну окей. Може прода ніч, майже. І болотце прям ножки клакають. Опустять.
I'm looking for the Takov blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Дал собі пізділка.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
Don't take any of his shit, Yurko.
Flatten the cheeky
Christ! Shit!
Madman! What'd he do?
Come on. Oh, you wee blasted!
the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia. You say Radovan sent you, eh? Some trouble with that cart, is it, lad?
Yes. Actually, it seems to have vanished.
My God! Anyway, Lord Sabine should hear whatever it is you want to tell me. But we can't go rousing him at this hour, can we? Come back in the morning. Or at least before noon.
Can't you just pass on my message to him?
No, I can't. You're Radovan's messenger. And I've got enough bad news to give him without yours. Come back in the morning.
All right. I'll come then.
All right. I'll go and get some shut-eye too. If I can manage it over the racket them drunken Moravians are making.
Прикольно, якщо б я зранку прийшов. Думаю, тільки що мені переночувати нема, давай.
Greetings.
I'd like to buy a...
All you have to do is pick the right one, then I will take care of the rest.
To be honest, it's my first time.
Then make sure to take your first horse is your... Of course, if you ever wanted to, I will simply... Have you taken a look? You do know they differ...
What should I be looking out for?
Each horse has different character. If you take a close look at them, do you want to go and have a look?
I reckon that's...
Go on then. Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
Де коні? Ну, все.
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
І що? Можна сказати, що він мені її повернув?
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her. Safe travels.
Димка, витривалість, вантажність, швидкість, сміливість, ціна.
There now.
Єй, у мене є конячка, у мене є конячка. Так, ну, тоді треба десь поспати до ранку. Якось її треба прив'язувати там. Треба до раночку поспати. Сідло купити б на неї. Так, а де цей?
Christ, pardon me. What? Hey,
Де?
you're not allowed here.
Окей, як туди потрапити? До півдня. Як подивитися, яка година зараз?
It's happening soon. It'll be glorious.
Вже воно заглючило, типу. На півдні.
Damn it.
Morning, lad.
I'm here.
Right, come on then. We'll go.
And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh,
Fire.
you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
No, that's all. But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Give you a pasting, Yurko? Ah, bollocks. He just got lucky, the wee bastard. If Nally old Nally hadn't shown up.
Good.
Речі. Як повернути? У мене десь шпора була.
What's up, youngster? We've got...
Ага, ось. Мабуть, ще погодувати можна якось, ні?
Young fella, are you gonna...
Так, а як це переключаю? Якось відкриваю інвентар. Ага.
Keep us waiting.
Угу, так от. А, це рябкова слухняність. Так. Ну,
Here you go. Take it. You silly mutt. Come here, boy.
краще. О, ні, а чого? Я його погодував.
Here, mutt.
Ладно.
Move!
I'm ready to set out, Cap.
Great. Now stick.
All right, Captain.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. Hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
I don't know, sir. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Well, lad, that's tough. Since no one cares much what you think right now, there's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first.
Are
Wouldn't
you
want no
blind?
accidents happening.
You almost ran into me.
Могло погоджуватися. Не хотів його образити там, чи побити.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
I believe the quill is mightier than the sword.
Is that so? Well, that's nice, son. Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can write a sonnet about it. Or maybe you try and tickle him to death.
But what I meant was... Well,
What do I care? Just say, you can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks.
Блін, я не хочу палку.
So, young'un, are you ready?
Можливо. Чи все ж таки палку?
All right, let's do it.
Fucking hell! Stop.
Можна якось увернутися?
What do you
Бля.
say, son?
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Oh, fucking hell!
Oh, that's a lot of blood. This should stop it.
Достатньо.
What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young'un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
Мабуть, коротше, набагато все ж таки. Та й продам.
Yes? Hmm?
Ah, I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping a dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Good day. How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
I wasn't
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not. I was feeling under the weather in the evening, and the next morning I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, do you mean that old ball and chain of yours? If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey, that's enough of that.
You do remember the...
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir.
And on the shelf.
All right, I will, but I gotta go.
Все піду щит продам. Дубінку, раз я вже тут прийшов.
What do you need?
Show me your...
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis...
Такі пакетики продав йому.
bald.
Це було зброєру продати. Внизу десь.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
Do you know anything about Radovan?
Only what?
Why's that?
Well, they might look that pair have...
It seems you have a lot of concern.
Of course I did. Lord Sem... Who's involved?
I understand.
That's not it. Only I...
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff.
You're right, of course.
I understand. That'll be all.
Навіть зберегла гру.
Well then.
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards. And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin.
Sir, I could send a message to the Yichin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then.
Блін, собака кудись ділася. Ходить за те, що годував і погано. Заключили. Можна якось швидше їхати? Вони будуть повільно їхати.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you...
All right, sir.
Well, that's what...
Заглючив цей діалог.
Did you see a cart drive through here by any chance?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yichin and back.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with good...
Now that you mention it, I do recall some. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should...
God be with you.
Кладовище праворуч. Парня. Це воно? Маю тут саме побачити.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
Found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiffs...
Oh, that makes sense.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses, too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness? We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Gutenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Cadê? Туди вони типу не впали, не виглядає. А, ось.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old Yarmilka would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything. I'm sorry?
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that,
Rozmawляю.
sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling out the air.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer. What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it, and so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
He showed me all these pictures and taught me a lot. I stumble was a priest. Pigs can fly.
Those definitely aren't the blacksmith's hands.
For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed us mettle and training. So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
We ought to pounce on them while we have the moment of surprise.
The words of a real man. So get ready, and we'll go for them. Nice and quick before the bastards realize what's going on.
It ain't strange. You won't get away with that! Hey! Fuck that!
You fucked up!
Cowards!
Stop dawdling!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Well, we can't ask them now.
Oh, well. That's how it goes sometimes.
But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Johnny, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Sameen, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
You're gonna get it. Another man.
Mark!
I sort you out nicely. You'll die for that, you bastard!
Mark!
A death for a death!
Show what you're made!
I'm hit!
Take that!
What?
I'll rip your ass open!
At them! I'll be done with you in a flash.
What?
Take that!
What?
They got what they deserved, the fuckers.
I'm a
Henry!
nobleman.
Hey, Henry!
You have
Are
to
you
tell me.
listening? Come here!
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides...
But they'd taken him captive.
Are you deaf? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They were in cahoots. Only the thief... And they deserve the same...
And what punishment can he expect?
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no... And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget.
I'll go and track him.
Great. Hurry.
As you wish, sir. Although...
Я не побачив, куди вони побігли.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
Can't you think of any other way out of this?
Well, you could let me go.
Why would I?
Maybe for coin.
Now keep your damn coin. None of that. You won't yield!
Oh, I told you. No!
All right. I was hoping for a peaceful end to it. But if that's how you want it...
You're a dead man!
What?
Rule change, you whoreson!
Не намагався.
I had to kill him, unfortunately. He refused to surrender.
Don't feel bad about it, lad. He'd have swung anyway. At least you gave him a quick end.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. we'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's
50
get that accursed
Роман
cart back
дорожче
to
коштує.
Sameen. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
Shut up, Francie. You both told me you'll bring me the cart, and then you try to fuck me over.
A thief robbing a thief. What a world.
I'm still a nobleman, if you don't mind. So I'm not a thief. I'm a robber baron.
A thief's a thief.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realize you can't execute me just like that.
That depends. By rights, I should send a plea to the royal court to ask if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. And parchment's expensive. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily take the risk and cut your head off without permission.
I can see how much you respect the rule of law here.
Eh, you're quite the joker. Invoking the law, are you?
And what will happen to me?
What do you think? If they'll execute a nobleman, they won't think twice about a hired hand.
You never know, Henry. Lord Sameen is merciful. Maybe this whimpering will soften his heart.
I ain't whimpering. I'm just trying to tell you how it was. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Ha! Every good-for-nothing I dragged to the gallows swore on his ma. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was pure as the driven snow. But this arsehole don't think twice about damning her. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
Ain't it grand you're here to make that clear for us? And now shut it, the two of you. I don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Do you find whistling like that fun?
God bless.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Sameen's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Sameen, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Sameen, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails.
Така мотика.
And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
Venser didn't survive the skirmish in Gules' camp. And Franzi, they took him to Sameen. He might have been innocent in the whole thing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. They were only here a while, but that pair was as thick as, well, thieves. And that Franzi could talk his way out from under the executioner's axe.
We'll see. Either way, it's Lord Semin's concern now.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I...
With the devil?
No idea.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask...
Right. I'll try to... In return, you'll get me invited...
If it means so much to you, come and see Betty from the Truskovitz Tavern. She knows all. She'll definitely tell you more. But Henry, if there's any... the best sword in the world... Where'd I am?
Дамасская сталь.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak.
Ну він постійно зі мною ругається.
I'll have a look at the...
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
О, вже краще.
How can I...
Так, що тут треба перемонтувати такого? Це вже... Прям побити сильно. Оце побити сильно, оце побити сильно.
Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
ДЦБ.
Well, best of luck on your ship. I even doused myself in all the
Але пізно чи що?
I'm sorry.
Of it.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll...
I said I'm sorry.
But the Cumans are still stinking down to business. I don't...
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start a...
And has anyone sent...
Not at all. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had... I'm telling you, there's something fish...
But I have to speak to...
Didn't you hear what I said? He just... I'd think long and hard before doing anything, if I...
There's something... How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. You go through Apollonia, and from there...
Who's this hermit?
No one knows.
And what is he?
Well, he was... And he's like a Martin and the dead.
Where did...
Hard to...
Monks on...
Well...
What do you know about...
And the business... There's...
And it was
the...
Where can...
Stand it.
I'll have it.
Так, воно є щось.
Don't stick it. What are you doing, Whistler?
Here, Mutt.
Looks like a late one again today.
You silly mud.
Here, Mutt.
Search. Search. Free.
У нього слухняність впала.
Come here, boy. Aye, come here. You're my doggy, eh? You silly mutt.
You have kind master, eh, Doggy?
Here you go. Take it.
Sure ain't easy to please. Fine. I get a...
Окей. Так, що треба робити?
I'm not bored. If you've got time to worry about it. Everything that could go wrong. You're bored. And that's that. And if you're out of loose end... Good evening, my friend. What do you need?
I hear that...
I don't know. Take care. Have a good evening. Good evening.
I'd like to apologize.
That capon of yours is a puffed up, and you fought like a lion and all.
But you were better. If they hadn't dragged us apart...
Aye, but you wouldn't have... In any case, as far...
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. If you ever want a proper workout and some... Take care, and have a pleasant evening. Good day. God be with you.
It happens. Just... Good evening. Do you need some...
I hear Amber...
A few...
I hear some...
Forget it.
I was told...
God.
What happened?
Hard to say.
Mm.
Have you seen...
Everything all right, eh?
Ka! Ka!
Quick! Whoa!
Це якраз.
on earth are you doing here?
Nothing.
What's with that hole there?
What about it?
You've got a body in there, haven't you? Admit it.
I ain't got nothing in there.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Fine, but you're coming with me.
And why would I do that?
Because you look suspicious. You could be a poacher, or a killer. What do I know? I have to hand you over to the guards. They'll know what to do with you.
Hold on. Is this about the hole? That surely won't be necessary.
That depends on what the hole's for.
It's not for anything. It's an empty hole. All right. Fine. I'll explain. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is... How do I... Sakura. How to explain this? Well, it's just... The hand of God dragged me here to look for the Holy Grail.
You're looking for the Holy Grail? Here, of all places?
Aye. It should be around here somewhere. Somewhere in the area.
Are you a complete lunatic? How the hell did you come up with such a crock of shit? Why here, of all places?
Because I met this old monk the other day. He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You can read?
Of course I can't read. I don't have time for that kind of tomfoolery. But I know a scribe over in Kuttenberg, and he read it to me. And what it said near knocked me on my arse.
Let me guess. Something about the Grail.
Aye! That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, not actually exactly. It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue.
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
I can keep you safe. You'll need protection when you find the Grail.
When I get my hands on the Grail, it will protect me. Don't you worry, my friend.
Maybe I can help you. Bones, holy relics, buried chests. Wouldn't be the first time I've ferreted something out.
You've found stuff like this before?
I sure have. I've got a knack for it. It's pretty much what I do.
Sakura. Fine. The monk gives me this parch from 2 magical mountains gazing to the heavens. Like a thirsty pilgrim I tread the trail. Across the verdant valley to Land's End. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail.
Let me see that parchment.
Here.
Hmm.
Can you make anything out of it?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book.
I hadn't thought of that.
Part of the rhyme might be missing. Or maybe there's a map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you all right?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
See you soon, my friend.
Поехавший.
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition.
Was it the bailiff who sent you?
No. I want to go to... I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition.
Why do you want to know? Forget that ship.
Want a swig of schnapps? Or two, maybe?
If it's any good, I won't say no. Show it here.
Ah, it's just that I don't have any...
Don't offer what you...
How was it with...
Leave me...
Look, mate, Here you are.
What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night?
A diabolical apparition. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way to the hermit's place.
He turned this way and that.
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary.
But the hermit helps people, though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now...
Why?
Who knows what's... God be with you, and have a pleasant evening.
Okay.
Greetings.
I'd like to ask...
No, I don't want to talk about...
How about a... Relax.
It grows, but I didn't get...
So you went back...
God have mercy. I started to...
That's all?
At one point I took proper flight.
What's this place?
It's a conciliatory. They say some years ago, a young...
And the day after... Don't worry.
What do you...
I don't... But you needn't fear.
Thank you. But please... I apologize.
Так, окей. Де цей хрест? Правда, велика локація така.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret.
Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka! Go!
The conciliatory cross. A memorial to the unfortunate death of that young man. I'm more interested in what secrets it conceals now. I'll need a spade for this.
Пока. Де
Need to get a
лопата?
spade first.
Саме треба коваля купити. Пока. У кого?
You have a kind master, eh?
You're up early.
What do you have for...
Hmm. Кінжал не знаходив. Одиніє. Де лопату дістати?
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
I really need to eat something.
Блін. Ну так просто що знайти це. До вище має бути, пишуть.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit. Gah!
Ідіть в пізду.
Whoa!
Go!
Oh, you poop.
Ніхто не бачу.
Ah, what a nice day.
Quick! Go! Gah! Quick! Go! Gah! Die!
Fresh soil. Someone was digging here recently. It doesn't look like an apparition, Gerda.
О.
Sick! Come here!
А все? Червоний літопис, лицарів Фордна, Христа, червоних зірок, чисті аркуші пергаменту. Історія златопадіння благородного та почесного роду лицарів Христа. Дякувати Богу Христу, що йому було угодно скерувати твою руку та благословити мене на достойну справу, як я, можливо, наважився зробити лише із зухвалої гордині. Я приділяю увагу роботі там, де інші не можуть щось записати, те, що не можна забувати. В Польському королівстві завжди було багато іноземних відмінних органів, але жоден не мав нашого коріння. Блаженна дочка Джелтисла, Гнешка Чеська, бачиш нещастя, це создання симфонії, так було. Давайте читати. Окей, допустим. Старший брат Амбросій отримує 2 добрих їздових коней та по одному коню для його рицаря і капелана. Крім того, він повинен мати на собі 1 лучника, на озброєності обладунку, також 2 слуг та на ферхоїзді. Ага, тобто він... То він якийсь прям шляхтич.
Here you go. Take it. Aye, aye, you silly... Okay, look what I have for you.
Так, і що там ще було? Десь почитати, блін. Брат Амбросій, ти не відоти те, що може тебе зацікавити. Я знаю, хто влаштував пожежу благодійня Святого Франциска і Чоту. Вони хочуть позбутися Велті. Стратися сьогодні ввечері при нашому місцевку, завтра з Домініканського ордену ти не підозрюється, і тих себе не допоможе, не довіряй нікому. Ага. Це. Окей. Ладно, я думаю, на цьому закінчу трохи.
I should eat something.
Так нормально пройшли.